Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome to an honest review of 2019's Us, written, produced, directed by Jordan Peele. There's going to be some spoilers ahead, so you have been warned.
While everyone's clicking the subscribe button either on their favourite podcasting service or on YouTube, Kofi, why don't you tell us about the plot of this one, mate?
This one, Us, it's a plot. It's another Jordan Peele movie about just a typical family that go to a carnival. One of them has a bit of a... Yeah, I'm starting that again.
No, you're not.
The whole thing has to definitely stay in. It's another Jordan Peele movie about a typical family that go to a carnival. One of them has a bit of a weird and traumatic experience in a house of mirrors. And then we delve into, spoiler alert, a story of clones that live underground and want to come out from underground, basically.
Yes, this is true.
This film's portrayal of black on black crime was not what I expected it to be.
Oh my God.
I think it has like 3 sections, and the first one is, you find out that there is copies of the main family.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What's the other 2 sections?
Well, I think we should probably talk about just the first section of the film, so...
Let's do it.
I think we should talk about the lack of parenting skills.
Oh my God, mate, I completely fucking agree. But let's get into that later on, okay? In the beginning, we have like a family, and the dad's not very... He's a typical black fucking dad, isn't he? Stereotypical black dad.
No, she's there.
The mum... Yeah, but the mum is like, look after your daughter, and he's like, no. She wanders off, goes into a thing called Merlin's Forest.
Yeah, where you find yourself.
Yes.
She doesn't really get scared, does she? She starts whistling a little bit and hears an echo and then runs away.
She's like, sees herself, doesn't she? And then,
yeah.
It's obviously like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, she runs away. And then she's traumatized and the parents don't really know why. Then it kind of switches into her when she's older. She's got her own family and they all want to go back to the beach, don't they? So they go back to the beach and things go a little bit weird.
There's a lot of foreshadowing in the film again, isn't there? There's a Bible verse that continually just appears in the film.
Jeremiah 11:11.
Which is basically says, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
Oh, priest!
Basically, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But then even for the twin thing, like the 1111's like a mirror image of itself.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, it's probably just because of it being a Jordan Peele movie that you're looking for a lot of Easter eggs and things that foreshadow in a really good way. But like, should we go from the start of the second segment of the film, I guess, where they're in a house, they see some people outside and it's a bit weird. The leader of the fucking Jabari tribe from Black Panther is the dad in this film, and he's like, oh, I'm going to go outside, which is not what happens in black people's family. Like, they're just like, run, we are getting out of here now. When you're looking at them, there's shadowy figures out the front, and the little boy runs to the side. That proper creeped me the fuck out,
Yeah.
Because he goes on all fours, doesn't he? He runs off like an animal.
Yeah. It's so strange, man.
Like the whole sort of concept of the twins within the first couple of minutes of the film, it starts off with this quote that there's like thousands of miles of tunnels underneath America. Most of them, no one has a clue what they're used for. But then on the TV, like the first shot of the film, it shows you like advertisements for this. It was, I think, like a real campaign in the 80s, this Hands Across America thing where people would like metaphorically tether together, link together.
It specifically says tethered, doesn't it?
I think it's in here to like beat hunger or something like that.
Yeah.
But then Jordan Peele's taken that image of the Hands Across America and made it like a literal thing. It's not like people uniting in spirit across America. It's literally, we are making a chain of people across America.
What I don't get is, where did they get 1 million pairs of scissors from? There was just things like that throughout that just didn't really like make much sense. Right at the beginning, there was like a shot of rabbits, wasn't there? There was like a wall full of cages of rabbits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on it, but there was like rabbits, there was a hall of mirrors. It kind of felt like almost like an Alice in Wonderland reference.
All right, okay.
The hall of mirrors say like, representing looking through the mirror glass. Sorry, through the looking glass, isn't it? Sorry. And like the red suits were almost like the Red Queen and, being the villain of the story.
The counterpart to Adelaide, the mum's name is, like Lupita Nyong'o. She's called Red in the credits, yeah, so you could argue that point, that she is like the Red queen in a way.
The rabbit was the only food that the tethered
Yes.
or whatever the clones that was the only food they were given.
Yeah, it's because Red says it in that fucking listen to me voice.
Once upon a time, there was a girl, and the girl had a shadow.
Fucking hell, mate, calm down.
Wow, that was pretty good.
It was amazing.
And bloody.
I guess that kind of like you find out. I'm kind of going to get to the end here, I guess.
Yeah, should
Fuck
we?
it, let's
I
do
guess.
it. Let's do
This
it.
is where like the whole plot kind of undermines itself, right? We obviously find out that, you know, the main woman was actually switched at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It was the clone that came out from Merlin's forest, and she was kept inside, which explains why she can talk, right? She's the only one that can actually talk, and her voice will be
Yes.
croaky from not talking for years to these people, because that's not how they communicated. But then the whole rest of the film kind of falls apart because of that. Like, for instance, why did that kid live underground until she was like 40 and then come back up? Why wouldn't the kid have just tried to escape before that point? Or why would she have not led all of the clones up immediately at that point and they could have taken over then rather than 40 years later? How would she survive underground with just loads of mutants just eating raw rabbit?
I don't understand how the clones are made, but I think this is something to do with the American government, isn't it?
Yeah.
They managed to clone them to try to take control of the other bodies, but they managed to clone them and accidentally not give them a soul, so they were just abandoned down there forever.
It's like two bodies that share the same soul,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, they send her to ballet, right? And so she learns to dance, which means Adelaide underground learns the dance moves with her. But that doesn't make sense because for every other clone, it happens the other way around. Like the human's doing something above ground and the clone is feeling it and mimicking it.
All right, yeah, I am starting to understand what you mean.
I definitely see it does have a lot of plot holes, but I think that it was more of a fun movie. And I still
I
fucking
did
loved
still
it.
enjoy it.
I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. I just thought
Never!
I just thought it was just a bit stupid. Like, when the family appeared, you know, the clones appeared, like, that was quite good, but I felt like that got dragged out quite a lot.
It's because we see other families, don't we? Like, it starts off with the family, with Adelaide, Jason, Zora, and Gabe, the dad. But it's once the white family come in.
I like the way the white family died, to be honest. I like the brutality of the white family dying.
I think, like, right at the beginning, you know, I said earlier on about, like, the black people being like, do not go outside. It's the opposite here. The guy's, like, sat there bored. Fucking, I think he's drinking, isn't he? And his wife comes out and is like, go outside and check, there's people. And he's like, fucking hell, I can't be asked to do that. Oh my god, look, it's O.J. Simpson. and then suddenly they just get fucking stabbed, don't they? Like, that was fucking like, whoa.
Oh, the twins get nanked. Yeah,
Yeah, the top of the stairs. Yeah, like quite brutal and it was well put together. But I felt like that whole middle section of the film of like the clones chasing them and them, you know, getting to the boat and escaping and like it just felt so like drawn out. Like the other thing I don't get, right, like the little boy, right, at the end, the way he kills him is he just walks backwards, so the clone just walks backwards into fire. But if they literally had to copy everything you do, the whole film wouldn't have ever happened because, well, they wouldn't be like on the driveway because no one walked onto their driveway. So why are the clones there? Well, when he goes back into his house, they should have theoretically walked backwards up the drive and away from the house. Someone surely should have spotted all these plot holes at some point and gone, oh, that don't really make sense, rather than going, oh, yeah, let's just spend £40 million making it and no one will notice.
Speaking of, let's get into it.
I've just told you it's £40 million.
It certainly is not.
It's clearly
It's 20.
20.
Oh, you like you be twin? Tethered to me, Stu. The box office was
255
$255
million.
And I think like a highlight for me is when they do, because they play the song a couple of times in the film. They're, I got five on
man.
it. But then later when like Adelaide and Red square off, sorry.
Adelaide.
And it's the orchestral version. It sounds fucking
Honestly,
mint.
that was like that was a proper big highlight of the film for me, because I was like, it just was so enjoyable and unexpected. Anyway, what did you guys actually think of this film?
Bare average, like 5 out of 10, like proper average.
Shit. I'd like watch this again 100%. Me, I proper loved it.
I did enjoy it. I got a good amount of like entertainment out of it, but it was not a patch on Get Out. Overall, I would recommend checking it out at least the once, just for curiosity's sake.
7.8 out of 10.
Yeah, okay. I'm down for round about that territory, maybe 7.5.
Down to clown, big boy.
Jesus Christ. Cool, gang. Are you down to clown? What would you rate this? What would you rate us as? Not us as a podcast, but what would you rate us as? Join us again next Friday for another honest review. Cheers, everyone. Love ya.
Thank you very much. Bye.
I will see you next week on the next Friday time.